What's going on, everybody? I am Jared and I am your brand man. And I am interviewing here Delmar, but she goes by African Wine. So please, let's welcome African Wine. She is going to talk all about her artistry and what she does, but we're here to also talk about the album Global Village Volume 1, produced by
Yeah.
AY, and how this even came about. But African Wine has this beautiful song on this album called Take Flight, which is one of the very first singles and one of the very first songs I will probably be doing a TikTok or a reel or whatever to. And so we're going to talk to her about just her history in art, how she came about this collaboration, and how you yourself can stay connected with African Wine and how you can stay connected with the Global Village. So welcome, African Wine. Thank you so much for being a part of this interview here.
Thank you so much for having me.
You are so welcome.
You should totally play Take Flight again so that everybody hears that song because I feel like they should.
Let me play it in the background right here.
Okay.
Here we go. And so this is your beautiful queen. Yes.
Yeah. I love that song. I love making that song. Oh my God. I was like, yes, my voice can fit into this perfectly.
Yes. So when you were in the studio, were you like jamming out and dancing to it?
I was jamming to the beat. I was like, my voice, if I do this, yes, because I mean, the feeling itself of just doing that. Do you know that every melody that you're letting out, there's a feeling associated to it? So like just going through that feeling for me was powerful and beautiful.
Yes.
That's one of the best.
The energy is there. The energy is in there. Like I just feel it. Yes.
Exactly. And with the groove, it was perfect.
Oh, nice. So I have a question for you, African Wine. As an artist, what impact do you want to leave on the world, and what do you want your legacy to be? So that's a two-part question there. And so, yeah, what do you want to leave or as your impact on this world, and what would you like your legacy to be?
That's kind of easy for me, you know.
Okay.
No. I mean, like, I have lived a really simple life, and music got me through a lot of other things that I went through or I was going through. So I just learned to appreciate every little thing that made me happy in living that simple, in that simplicity. So I want people to learn how to like appreciate every little thing and just be thankful and have that, you know what, I'm gonna help others appreciate the little that they have in life. Like if you can help someone, if you can be there for someone, just make them appreciate the gift of life, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to help people appreciate what they have, what they're already living or what they're already feeling, to like really feel the core of that feeling itself.
Yes. I understand what you're saying. I was telling some people how sometimes, we're always looking for these blessings and we're always looking to be blessed, but the blessings are sometimes right there.
It's right there if you just open your eyes and appreciate it. There's so much thankful for.
I love it. I think that's a beautiful legacy to leave. And I think it's important to spread that message because once again, like you said, what we have is usually right there in front of us and we're always looking out somewhere else.
Exactly.
We're looking in all these other places.
And with so much of like what we are shown on social media, like everybody's like after something and it gets so tiresome and frustrating if you like let it get to you.
Awesome.
You know?
I love it. And also, African Wine, can you please tell, because I'm in Drexel Hill, right outside of Philadelphia, right in Pennsylvania, right? We're from Philly, however. And I know AY, he is producing out of Maryland. And so can you please tell people where you are from? Because this is exciting for me.
I am from Zimbabwe.
Hey.
I am from Zimbabwe in Africa. I'm in Harare right now, the capital city of Zimbabwe.
Yes.
That's where you'll find me. Do not come looking, please.
So I just want, so when people are watching this, right, and my Instagram followers or however are watching this, like you, if you're gonna have her come, I don't think you're gonna be able to come. She's gonna be able to come to your pub tonight to sing.
Nah.
So we're gonna have to make sure that this gets to where you're at in Zimbabwe. So thank you. I have a second question here. Does any of your culture influence your music, and how does it influence your music?
Okay. Well, this I'm thankful for the producer that I work with because we get to work together from scratch, like starting from zero to create an entire song. Nice. So like we sometimes listen to our like the artists who came before us, the ones that are local in Zimbabwe. And one of them, my favorite is Mtukudzi, Oliver Mtukudzi, if you've heard about him. And he was a really cultural man, and his art revolved around culture. So I like to take a little inspiration from that and make it a part of my music in this modern era, in this, we are now global, like yes. Everybody's listening to our music, someone from America, someone from South Africa, someone from Egypt, from everywhere. And I like to like play and experiment with my music, take my culture, put it in there, and because that's my identity. And I like to put that identity. My name is African Wine. I like to put that African identity in my music and just make people have that, idea of what Africa is all about through my music.
I love it. I love it. I love it. The identity. It sounds very, very rich.
It is.
Amen. Amen. What was your upbringing like, and does your upbringing influence your artistry today?
Yeah, very much so. I was pretty much a Catholic growing up. Yeah, my mom is a strong Catholic.
Wow.
Yeah, she is a strong Catholic, and every Sunday we would go to church. Every Saturday we'd go to choir practice. Every Tuesday there's like a local gathering for like the church members. And,
wow.
And it was a lot of church, but singing was most, for me, like what made church interesting was the singing.
Oh,
that's what made church interesting for me. So I was attracted to that, the choir, and I became a full choir member. Growing up as a little girl, I started like being a choir leader and going to school, getting like chosen as a choir leader. And like in fact, my school system would know that this girl is about singing because I would always appear singing somewhere. And it was crazy. I was always singing. Even when I was full on into school studying engineering, I was always singing. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna pursue music entirely because I can't exist without music.
It's just in you. It's just in you. It's there.
All the time, every second, I'm like thinking of a melody, and it's so easy and beautiful. I love the feeling that I get in there. So growing up and gathering all these emotions, learning from all these people, it, of course, is going to play a huge role in building how your art looks like.
Yes. It sounds like it lives in you. It sounds like it's in you. Like, God just gave you this blessing of this gift of this voice and gave you the choir to be a part of and gave you all of this direction. And it's just like, the blessings.
Right?
I know you probably just look back and connect the dots and look at all of those choir rehearsals, all of those, or being a member and going to other places and joining those choirs, and it's just connecting the dots. And now, like, this is what it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be taking flight.
I'm supposed to be on this interview right now.
Yes. Amazing. That's amazing. So what age did you join the choir? What age did you say, hey, I want to do this choir thing. I want to be a part of it?
Okay. I'd say I was around 11, 12.
Okay, wow.
That's when I was in the choir. And yeah, because I was doing my primary education by that time. So I think grade 6, 7. So I think 11, 12 years. That's when I joined the choir.
Mm.
And yeah, my mom loved that. She
Okay.
did and anything. She was like,
Oh.
okay, now you're fully church people to the core.
Yes, my daughter's in the choir. We are here. We are here for it. Did you when you were in the choir, did you have like any solos, any leads? Did you stand out or
I
were you just
I did. I would often be chosen to like do some solos, and I would often lead songs. Yeah, sometimes I would just snatch them. Like I need that song. I'm leading.
yes, yes.
Sometimes I would just be called out. Doma, you're doing this. Doma, you're doing this. I almost got cocky one time.
Talk about it.
And then they were like, "You're no longer doing it. We're selecting someone else." I was like,
Oh, you just had your diva moment and you just went in. It's all right though.
"For a moment," and I was like, "Oh, I'm never doing this again." I learned. I
Oh, that's beautiful. That is
learned.
so another question I have is AY, is he the first producer that you work with here in the US or did you work with other producers prior to him or during or how's that come about?
Okay, in the US, probably,
Okay,
yeah,
wonderful.
but
I know
he's
that's gonna
not.
make him happy.
Well, yeah, because I've worked with a lot of producers, and sometimes I don't even know like where they are from, because like
Wow.
we don't go that extra mile, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just
So I'm
play
glad
our
that we're going this extra mile here. This is awesome.
song, because like a producer can come to you and be like, I need this song, yada yada yada. So this is the type of song I need, and then I do it, and then I'm like, okay, and then I give it to them, and then they're okay, and then we're chill, and then that's it. We never
Yeah.
really go to the extent of trying to get to know. That's why I was saying like, this is actually a beautiful thing that you're doing to like get to know the person you're working with, and yeah, I'm happy that
Yeah.
I've worked with.
Can you describe the process of working with AY? So how was it when you did the Take Flight song? So explain to everybody just how that process went.
Okay, so it began by he requested for a song that he was like I need you to like express yourself on this song. I
Mm.
really need you to like go deep into like how you feel and let yourself out on the song.
Mm.
You know, I was amazed. He gave me a sample to listen to of this woman. I'm forgetting the name of this woman. Oh my goodness, I'm forgetting. Oh, but I listened to it. I listened to the song, and it was so soulful and powerful. How could I forget? It
Mm.
was so soulful and powerful and piercing, like to the core. You could feel it,
Mm.
like she was pouring her soul out. And when I heard the beat, I was like, I can pour myself, as I was saying in the beginning, like I
Hmm.
can pour myself out on this beat. Because with me, it works like this. I hear a beat and I immediately know whether I am gonna feed on it or it's not my cup of tea.
Mm.
So when I hear a bit, I know like, okay, this is speaking to me.
Mm.
And that was like speaking loudly, like, like
Nice.
yeah, it was like going like you need to work on this and you need to produce something that a person can listen to and not just feel like, oh, this is just another song, but something that a person can listen to and feel like, yes, close their
Yes.
eyes and envision
Yep.
that they're that melody in that moment, and feel that feeling that comes with it.
Yes.
So
Mm.
I really
That's
So
powerful. That's powerful.
I wrote down the lyrics. I feel amazing because
Ah.
it with the melody. with the beat. Actually, it was just going with the beat, and I feel amazing. I feel amazing. I feel amazing. I feel amazing. And I
Yes.
feel like that in that moment. So I was like, I am so writing this down, and I
Ah,
am putting
yes, it came to you. That's the beautiful.
going to like it or not,
Yes,
because
right?
I was just feeling that. And then I wrote it, and then I sent it to him. And sometimes people would come back and be like, "Yeah, I think you should change this part. I
Yeah,
think
they
you
got
should."
all the critiques in the world. They're
You
not the writer or the singer, but they can tell you everything about it.
They got ideas now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so he was just like, "I love this song. I love what you did with the song. There's nothing like this is perfect." And I was,
Ah, wow. So you got it on the first hit. You got it on the first
I got it
first.
on the first hit, and I was like,
Oh
I like
man.
making people I like making people like feel satisfied when they listen to my music, you
Amen.
know,
Yes,
because
yes,
it's a gift from God, and He's given it to us for a purpose.
yes.
And
Man.
I want that, that purpose to like be seen on people's faces when they listen to me.
Yes.
The Take Flight, that was his idea.
Wow.
I took that inspiration from him. His instrumental was written Take Flight. And so I was like, I'm gonna just make this a part of the song.
That was amazing. That was amazing. That was amazing. Because I feel amazing. I can't
I
sing like
feel
that.
bam.
Yes.
So is that a chord? Oh, I'm
Okay. Well, a question on top of that was how long? Because I think you mentioned it. You said you heard the "I feel amazing,"
yeah.
and you started writing it, right? How long did that process take? How long did that process go from hearing it to writing to creating the track?
Usually it takes 30 minutes for me to come up with lyrics to a song, an entire song.
Okay, that's not bad at all.
Yeah. But when it comes to the melody, if I don't have it, it doesn't come at all. But if the beat is right, it hits. It
Yeah.
just hits. It
Okay.
just hits, and it starts happening. So with this one, when I heard the beat, after I heard that sample, it just started replaying itself in my head. So it didn't really take long. I can't even say 5 minutes. I Feel Amazing was so instant.
And
And
now you did
and
three other tracks too.
oh yeah, I did one other track.
Okay.
It didn't take much for me to do the whole I Feel Amazing part. But now the writing the entire song part, that's where my 30 minutes need to be,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
needs to
It's
be
in on
there. And so I start writing, and I usually use Google
that.
because
Okay.
yeah, I love using Google because I get to learn new words and expand my vocabulary and
I love it.
just play around with things.
I love
So that's what I did.
I love it.
And voila.
Voila. What was the name of the other track that you did on the Global Village album?
What was the other name of the track?
I know he told me. Is it the Nile or
In the
the Nile?
Nile.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's my other one. That's the other one when I said, where did you get these people from? They're amazing. So yes.
Oh my God, that song was so soothing. I felt like I
Yes.
was like sailing in the
Yes.
river, like singing the song.
And so was that process the same when you heard that track and it just kind of
Oh
came
my God, that was
30 minutes?
groovy. That was soft,
Oh,
It wasn't as I need to be powerful, like I need to express like so much, It was just I need to groove, with
yes,
this beat. It was,
yes.
it was fun to do. It was fun to make. And I had to use a lot of my imagination.
Okay. Talk
Because
about
I've
that
never
process.
been,
Yeah.
because I've never been in the Nile.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've been, on a boat
Yes.
this side.
Yes.
Yeah. And, just going back to that feeling, I really, it was a long time ago.
So just you had to really use your imagination and remember
I
what that felt like and go there in
exactly,
your head. Okay.
exactly, you get it. But it was really groovy. I love the process. Uh, I'm just,
I hear you.
singing it back.
I hear you. That is amazing.
Like, about seeing the people, hearing it was just full. I had to look it up and I had to go through the whole denial experience,
Ah, yes.
trying to like grasp what it would be like so that I
Yeah.
don't just write out of sheer
Yeah.
imagination
I
without any research.
I love it. I love the research aspect because you hear it in the song, you hear it, and you really take a seat.
Yeah.
Like you close your eyes and you're there. You can imagine it. You can imagine it. If you can't even imagine the Nile, you are in some water. You're in a boat. Like I feel it. So yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Amen. Amen. And so I only have like two more questions here. And so my last one of my last questions is would you work with AY in the future? You know, he's definitely talking about a volume two. And so would you consider working with him in the future, knowing that the process, how this went, and would you want to consider volume two?
Definitely. What? I like what?
No, that's right.
Right now it's like I am waiting. Like, what's next? What are we doing next? Because I feel like
Hey,
he has a lot that he wants to give, and
yes.
me being a part of it, I want to help him do that. You
Amen.
know, yeah,
Awesome.
because he's
I love
such
it.
a great job, and the other artists that were in there also.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. This is giving me so many ideas and this is just so amazing to actually talk to and meet the artists that are on these tracks. And so you're the first one. I hope we can do others. And I'm just like, man, what can we do a giant virtual listening party where we just get us all on and we jam out and like how can we really get this
Definitely. Oh my
popping?
God, that would be a great idea, and I would so record that.
Ah, yes. And then that's why I said I was like, all these artists, they can use it for their genres and they can promote this out. I said it's all about, and I love the concept. That's why I love the concept of global village. And so with that being said, I'm gonna wrap up with this last question here is how does it feel up to be a part of this global village? You know, we're going to turn this into a big thing. I believe in go big or go bigger. And so we're going to make this a thing. So how does it feel to be like in the infant stage of this global village?
Do you know when you're a small part of something that
Mhm.
you feel is really bigger than just you?
Yes, yes.
And at the same time, you're a big part in
Yes.
make what it is.
Yes. It's weird, right? You're like in limbo.
But at the same time, it's beautiful
Yes.
and fun, and I want to experiment as much as possible in his albums because I feel like he has a lot of sounds that he's picking up and trying to work with, and that would be good for me because I love learning new stuff.
Yes, as do I, as do I. And this was a
And I
very
think he has really great concepts when it comes to like song titles and the types of songs that he wants. I feel like he has really great concepts that he tries to bring out, and learning from somebody who's like very creative like that would be really great for me.
so let's wrap this up and then we can talk afterwards. But I want to wrap it up and I want you to tell everybody not just who you are, but where they can find you. And you did mention that you know what why you do this and why you love to do it, but just in your last 5 minutes or last however many minutes, give it all to the people. Tell them why you're here, who you are, where they can find you, and where they can keep up
That
with
is a lot of pressure, by the way.
you. Make the people feel something.
Okay,
No
so
pressure, of course.
it's Delma. Okay, it's Delma African Wine. So my socials are really so easy. you won't forget it's Delmar underscore African Wine and Delmar underscore African Wine when it's TikTok and Instagram. It's Delmar
Okay.
underscore African Wine. And
Yes.
then Facebook is Delmar African Wine. That's my page. On
Okay.
YouTube, Delmar African Wine.
I think we're getting the
Again,
hang of this. Okay.
it's so easy. It's so easy.
Yes,
So
yes.
I feel like anybody can find me so easily. My music is on Spotify. You can find my music pretty much anywhere because my DSP's settled. Everything is top notch.
Awesome.
Just go. Quality
Delmar
work,
African Wine, y'all heard
everything
it.
beautiful, beautiful work, artistry. So yeah, go and
Awesome.
check it out, and you won't regret. To whoever is watching, you will not regret it.
I know
Do
that.
this.
I can't wait.
Do
I
this
can't
stuff.
wait to go search you up and listen to all your music. I can't wait to stay in contact. This is going to be an awesome relationship. This is awesome, awesome, awesome. I can't wait to do more Global Village stuff. And Delmar African Wine, I
Thank
thank
you.
you. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. This has been a blessing. This has been an awesome interview. My cheekbones are hurting from smiling.
Mine too.
I'm like, I gotta like relax my jawline a little bit.
Okay.
So I know this is going to be a great thing. So thank you so much for agreeing to this interview and being a part of this Global Village journey. And I pray that God just rains his blessings down on you for being such a wonderful
Amen.
inspiration and a wonderful ray of sun all the way from Zimbabwe. I know it's like 2:00 in the afternoon here. I know it has to be going like 8:00 there.
It's like so dark outside.
What? Okay. Yeah, no. What? It is dark.
It's so dark.
It's
I was like, why does this person want this interview at this time of the day?
I was trying to do. I looked it up. I googled it. I said, I think we're like 6 or 7 hours. You guys are 6 or 7 hours ahead. So I said, I got to do this at a time when I know it. I was like, I don't know, it might be rush hour or something, but. In that case, get some rest.
I need to, especially for these.
Yes, for your cheekbones.
Bye.
Well, Delmar African Wine, you have a blessed evening and stay blessed.
You too, Jared.